And that's what I want out of my holster. I want that holster to hold that gun securely. I want it to hold it rigidly in place, but I also want it to be comfortable so I can carry all day. And that's where the Max IWB excels. The Glock 43X is an excellent choice for your concealed carry weapon. Shouldn't you make that same excellent choice when considering your holster? After all, you're relying on your gun and your holster, and I could make the argument for your belt and all your other EDC gear to save your life or to save the life of someone you love. The Glock 43X is an excellent carry gun, and I want to show you the perfect complement of a holster to go along with that gun. The reason this is the perfect holster, this is the Max IWB by Tactipac, and it gets the name Max because of the maximum comfort, maximum retention, and maximum versatility, as well as maximum concealment. You can see that thing just disappears on my waistline when I put it in place. And that's what you want from a concealed carry holster when you're carrying all day. You don't want anybody to know you're carrying, hence it's called concealed for a reason. But then when you need it, you want it to be there and available to you, and you want to be able to get a full firing grip on that every time. And that's where this Max IWB comes into play. This thing will let you carry all day long because it's so comfortable. And so I want to talk to you about this holster today, specifically the one that I use each and every day to carry the Glock 43X concealed. And I want to go over the different attributes of this holster and what makes it, in my opinion, the perfect holster for the Glock 43X. So from an engineering standpoint, first and foremost, this thing is engineered for comfort from the Kydex Shell and the way it is designed, all the way to the soft backer on the back that we'll talk about in just a minute. But the whole thing is engineered for all-day comfort. And why is that important? If you can carry all day, you'll want to train more and you'll carry more, and therefore you'll be more prepared to save your life, or as I said earlier, the life of someone you love. And so comfort is very, very important when it comes to concealed carry, but you don't want that comfort to compromise on the safety or the accessibility of your weapon in case you need it. But you do want to be comfortable enough for all-day carry. And I can say this holster is so comfortable you actually will forget that you have it on sometimes. So this has all the benefits of a Kydex holster that you love and none of the drawbacks, because the soft backer of the holster reduces all the hot spots that you would normally have in a Kydex holster. You keep the retention, you keep the safety of guarding the trigger well, you keep the rigidity and the durability of the Kydex, but then you marry it together with a soft backer like you see here, and you get the comfort and all the benefits of a soft side holster. So basically you have a Kydex holster and a soft side holster, and they're married into one perfect holster to allow you to accomplish what you've been wanting to accomplish with concealed carry, but you can never find the right option for it. And that's where the Max IWB excels for concealed carry. All right, so first let's take a look at the comfort of the holster and why it is so comfortable. First, you have a minimal Kydex footprint. It is cut down to the actual footprint of the gun, as you will notice. It's as minimal as possible through the sight channel. It is beveled on the end of the sight channel and then cut across smooth across the bottom of the holster, and then indented towards the retention points. And then the trigger guard, you'll notice that it is undercut very well so that you can get a full firing grip and none of the Kydex protrudes onto your body. And that's one of the most important parts, is the Kydex not touching your body. If you've ever had Kydex stab into you all day, it is not a pleasant feeling, especially when you're trying to sit down or stand up or change positions, or even if you're riding in the vehicle. Kydex can be very painful up against your skin. And so that's where the soft backer, the second major attribute of comfort, comes in. And this is a soft, pliable backer. It is comprised of Cordura on the outside. It has a layer of closed cell foam on the inside, and then it has a layer of open cell foam that's laminated to a channeled soft cotton backer, and that's all bound together with mil-spec stitching and mil-spec binding. And that makes for a very durable yet comfortable backer that prevents the gun and all the spots that you wouldn't want the gun to contact your body. It prevents that from touching your body. And then it also allows concealment. So it's thin enough where you can conceal, but it's thick enough where it prevents any pain. And basically all you feel is that nice fabric towards your body. And as I said, you will forget you're wearing this holster most of the time. But when you need it, it is ready and in position and right there. And as you can notice, on this particular version of this holster, it is kicking the handle of that slide with something that's called a lever. And if you see that aluminum bar on the front there, that's kind of like the mod wing or claw on other holsters, but this is the lever. I like this better. It doesn't get in the way of the trigger guard at all. It is recessed enough, but it uses leverage, hence the name lever, to push against the belt line and to kick that handle in towards your side. All right, I wanted you to be able to see how this lever actually works, and there's the top of the lever as you can see, and there's the grip hook clip, and there's the edge of the Kydex on the holster. But you can see now the profile of that gun as it brings that handle in towards your abdomen. And watch, drop your shirt right over the top of it, and it just disappears. So that lever is the most unique and functional piece on this holster that allows concealing just to become unnoticeable. That is the lever option, and it is worth its weight in gold even though it's made of aluminum. And as you can see, it allows it to wrap right along the side of your body there, and it allows that handle to just disappear under your normal t-shirt. And so that is an option you can get on this. The standard version would be set up not for appendix carry, and let me show you that. The standard version will be set up for strong side hip carry, and it will look just like this version here. Same comfortable backer. You notice the clip, and I'll talk about that for a brief second. That is the Index Fasteners International, or IFI, grip hook, and that particular belt clip is one of the most stable belt clips I've ever used on a holster, and let me show you why. If you'll notice that belt clip, it has that underhook region right there. And so when you put that on your belt, that underhook hooks under the bottom of your belt. And then it recesses, if you can see that closing up, it recesses under the back portion of the clip. And so you have to intentionally disengage that clip to get it off your belt. It's not just coming off your belt or slipping off your belt. So once that thing is engaged, it allows it to grab the belt, and then it is not coming loose unless you purposefully pull out and disengage and then pull the holster up out of the waistband. So the number one thing that sets this holster apart from every other holster on the market is the way the Kydex Shell is integrated into the holster. Let me put the gun down for just a moment. If you'll notice, it does have a sweat guard, but that sweat guard is literally sewn into the backer, and then it is riveted together with destructible nylon rivets. That means you have to destroy them to get them apart, and that ensures this holster is staying together and it's not coming apart on you. But because it is married together into basically one piece, it fuses that Kydex and that comfort layer together in one integrated platform that allows you to be comfortable for all-day carry. And that truly is what sets this holster apart, the Max IWB by Tactipac. And by the way, the link for this is in the description below, or you can check the link right here to get that holster. All right, so I mentioned that grip hook clip, and let me show you again the side of that, but then close up. It also has adjustability to it, and so you can cant this 15 degrees rearward, 15 degrees forward, and then you can move it up and down. So if you want to sink that holster further into your waistband, you just move that clip up. It has 4 separate hole marks on the Kydex shell itself, and then you have 3 hole marks on the clip itself, and so that gives you a huge range of motion up and down to whether you want the holster higher in the waistband or lower in the waistband, or canted rearward or forward. It allows maximum adjustability with that particular belt clip. So overall, what I like most about this holster, it is constructed with durability in mind. You know, the Glock 43X is known for its durability and reliability. In other words, it does what you want it to do when you want it to do it. It goes bang every time. And that's what I want out of my holster. I want that holster to hold that gun securely. I want it to hold it rigidly in place, but I also want it to be comfortable so I can carry all day. And that's where the Max IWB excels. And I want to show you this, just a couple draws. I'm also carrying an extra magazine, if you'll notice, and that is also the Max IWB inside the waistband mag holder. And that is a single basic mag holder. Again, the link for that will be down in the description below or up here to the left. And you can put that into place with that same grip hook. It has that same belt clip that the holster has. And then both of those, as you'll notice, they just disappear on my person. And so that's what you want. You want a concealable, comfortable, durable, and ultimately accessible concealed carry holster. Let me show you that from the side. Notice the cut and the way this is set up from the factory. I haven't adjusted it at all. Notice it is set up so that you get your middle finger right when you sink down onto that. You get your middle finger right into full firing grip and come up out of that holster, and you are in perfect position to make a shot, to stage that gun to defend yourself. And that's the way you want it. You want to be able to get a full firing grip on that gun immediately coming up out of the holster, because that's what it's there for, to defend yourself. And then it disappears, like I said. So this particular one I'm carrying is done in the multicam black, and it does have the lever option to reduce printing along the horizontal plane. Let me show you another option that is on the website for reducing printing also. This is for a Glock 19, and this is the basic setup configuration for the holster, but it has what's called the Velcro removable wedge, and that is a neoprene wedge on the backer, and you can remove it. It has the loop Velcro on the back, so if you don't have that wedge in place, that it's soft and it doesn't irritate your skin, and so that is toward your skin on there. And then it has the hook Velcro on the wedge itself, so when you put that in place, it fastens together. And what that does is the lever, if I can get both of these together, the lever cants the gun inward in your waistband to prevent printing of the handle, and then the wedge cants the gun, top of the gun, towards your body. And so in other words, that wedge, when it's in your waistband, it pushes back in towards you and cants that holster in toward the top. And so that helps with the vertical plane to reduce printing. You may not need that wedge for the Glock 43X. It is helpful if you plan to carry a larger gun like the Glock 19 with that wedge, but I don't find it necessary, and so you notice it's not on my Glock 43X, but I do find the lever necessary and very helpful to tuck that handle in towards my abdomen. So that is the Max Inside the Waistband Concealed Carry Holster by Tactipac. Again, the link for this holster is down in the description below. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down in the comments section below. As always, I want to thank you for making the choice to defend yourself and those you love. God bless you and yours.